And here we are in Clark at the maintenance facility. They have about 3,400 pounds of salt here. We have over 60 workers around the clock making sure we're keeping our roads safe. So it's really an impressive operation.
Well, you know, welcome to your first snowstorm as governor of New Jersey. Nothing like the big one to get things rolling there with your term in office. But we did want to talk to you a little bit about this changeover that we're seeing in some areas of the state, and we're expecting to see even more of it as the day goes on. You know, with the snowpack already on the highways and on our roads and neighborhoods and whatnot, when you have this changeover that really poses a challenge for the crews, but also a danger for people that need to go out. Your thoughts on what crews are doing to help prevent any sort of icing, major icing on the roads?
That's so well put. So we have a lot of complicated operations going on. We pre-treated or brined many of the streets here so that they were ready for this, so we had the best possible results. We moved into plowing operations as we had a lot of that heavy snow coming down. As we've gone into this icing situation, we're now seeing movement into a lot of these salting operations to melt the ice and get down to blacktop as quickly as we can. Right now, we've seen some good results in the southern part of the state. We still see this ongoing downpour here of snow and sleet, a wintry mix in the northern part of the state. Crews are working around the clock to get our roads in as good a position as possible so that in the evening, as the temperatures drop, we're trying to prevent icing conditions. But make no mistake, it is best to stay off the roads. Even if you see the snow letting up, we're still seeing significant icing on the streets. So stay off the streets as much as possible. That allows several things. That allows our crews to keep plowing and salting to get those roads up to speed for tomorrow morning. It also allows emergency vehicles to get through, and it allows all of our utility companies to get to work to get people back online for any utility outages as well.
So, Governor, the name of the game, as you said, is staying off the roads. We've been saying that, and all the people we've been speaking to have been saying the same. For the people there in New Jersey, I know your emergency personnel are already out and about doing their jobs. Do you feel the people of New Jersey have been heeding that warning? Are they staying off the roads? Are they staying home? And have you guys had to make a significant number of, car rescues, slides, anything like that in this situation?
I gotta say, the people of New Jersey are keeping it super tight here. We do not see a lot of people on the roads. This is the most densely populated state in the nation. So to see some of our empty roads is really great as we see people heeding the call to stay home today so crews can get to work. That is important that continues as we see it turning over to icing conditions. We have seen some crashes, but again, our crews are working around the clock. I was just hearing from the West Orange incline crew. We have a dangerous incline on 280 around the Montclair area. And I'll tell you, the West Orange crew got someone pulled out of a ditch in about 12 minutes to keep that road clear. But nevertheless, the thing that people should be hearing is to let's keep going. Let's stay off the road, get this in as good a place as possible before the temperatures go down tonight so that we can do our best to get those roads in great shape for Monday morning. That commute will be tough, especially the very early part of the morning, as we'll still see some icing on the road. So if you can telework, if you can continue to plan to stay home, that would be ideal.
Topics that we've been discussing here quite a bit as we've been seeing this changeover to sleet is possible power outages. You touched on that just a minute ago where you said keep the roads clear for those crews. But, there is a possibility with this ice that's now falling that the power lines are going to get weighed down. Also, some tree limbs could get weighed down. What is your thoughts about how well prepared our utilities are for possible widespread outages?
Well, you just again outlined some of the major concerns right now, because I'll tell you, I knew our road crews could handle this. They're so experienced. They had such a good plan in place. So it was going to be incredibly hard to keep up with this storm, but I knew they were going to be doing everything possible to take care of our roadways. We made some really good decisions as far as public transportation and they are really working hard so that we have a good plan in place. Tomorrow morning, we're keeping up to date on the forecast, but it does become those utilities that we're so worried about with the heavy ice on the trees, the potential for trees falling into wires. That is what we're concerned about now. The utility companies have called in mutual aid from other states, like Ohio, for example. They've called on other companies to get here to New Jersey. Those crews are in place so we can get those repairs done as quickly as possible. Again, if people are off the road, that enables our utility companies to get where they need to go more quickly so we can restore power as quickly as possible.
And kind of piggybacking on KJ's question here, Governor, we're still monitoring and waiting to see what happens with the freezing coming in the next couple of hours, and as well as the possibility for power outages. Let's say, unfortunately, they do happen. What do the people of New Jersey need to know and be prepared for in the event that there is a blackout or they do lose power in their community or their neighborhood?
If they lose power, there are warming centers set up. Make sure you're taking care of your neighbors. If you have seniors, elderly people, parents with young kids, if you can help out, oftentimes in these power outages, they go house by house. So maybe somebody's power goes out, but 2 doors down there's power. So please reach out to your neighbors. Make sure you're taking care of everyone in your community, and let's all get through this together.